Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2, where we're just watching the road right now where our brand new vehicles are running up and down delivering the grain to this London food factory, which we can eventually start feeding London with our very own food. Things are going smoothly, boys. Last episode we set up a couple of new routes. We set up this brand new oil route and this food route, and we redid some of our bus lines. You now got like clockwise and anti-clockwise loops, and we kind of got ourselves slightly out the hole. We're now to the point where we're making good money, all depending on if I spend the money. Now I can borrow more cash, right? I know what you're thinking, Seniac, don't do it, but we are only having to kind of have a loan of 100 grand. But let's just forget that right now. I'm not going to talk about the loan anymore. I'm not going to talk about the loan. But today, we're going to hopefully use that money to create a few more routes. And I want to start upgrading some of the routes that we do have to bulk them out, to carry more stuff, so they can also, in return, make more cash. Now, since we kind of fixed a lot of things and got a load of the bus routes all set up as well, our train stations are now holding record numbers of people, which means we're going to be ready to start adding more carriages to the trains themselves. We've got lots of people waiting at the bus stops right now, but London is looking like it's going to start getting the traffic back very soon as well, which is going to be slightly annoying, but we'll see how we get on. I want to upgrade the vehicles that are carrying our wheat and our oil, because they basically just trickle along making a sweet cash. When it comes to what's making money on these lines right now, you can see our wood. No, that's not the wrong one, sorry. London Grain and Birmingham Oil, which are both vehicles, make decent cash. They pay the bills for us, which is really good to see. So we've got lots of expansions to do, and hopefully we're going to be able to do it in this episode. So guys, if you are enjoying this series so far and want to see more, then please make sure you smash that like button down below. If you are new around here, make sure you do subscribe so you get notified when more episodes do come out. Also, I want to upgrade this as well, so this train has a new engine and more carriages, so we're back and forth a lot quicker as well. So what we'll do then, I won't get a loan, okay? I will eventually start paying it back, but I need to make some more cash first. We'll wait for this to drop off here. We get some cash coming in, and we've got the two trains right now. One's going to London, one's going to Birmingham. Once these are dropped off, we should have enough cash to where we can eventually upgrade some of these lines. Now, we make 10 grand for each one of these vehicles for the grain run every time it drops it all off. If I go to manage the vehicles right now and select all of them, now what can I replace them with in terms of cargo wise? We've currently got this on right now, which carries 5. These could carry 7. They're a lot quicker, which means they're about to do more journeys more often. Carry more goods, only 2 more goods. Doesn't seem like much more, but you know, you add that over time, it's a huge amount of additional cash we can generate from them. So what we'll do first then, we'll wait for this train which is about to get to Birmingham, and we'll upgrade all the vehicles on that run. Yeah, it's expensive, but it's going to be worth it in the long run. This is what slowly pays the bills for us, and it's one of the cheaper upgrades, because to upgrade the 2 train lines, that's also very expensive. That's also very expensive, boys. Now, we're actually losing quite a bit of cash right now. Is that train on the way to the wood run? Which it is. Can I replace it? Or can I replace it now? Bam. We've now replaced the vehicles just here. So this is one of the many things that we need to do right now to, you know, basically earn more cash. So how much more money do we then make? We're making 9 grand. Is this the first vehicle, or are you the first vehicle? Excuse me. Stop moving. Okay, this is our first vehicle right now that has the 7 grains on board. Now, we're making 9 grand. What is this going to make? What is this going to make? Now, it'd probably be like, 13 grand come in there. Wait, is that the new one? Surely that's not the new one, isn't it? Did you have 7 on board? Surely not. Does this make 13 grand? 18 grand! Holy moly. That's a lot more. That's like double. How is that double? I have no idea how that is double right now. But that makes so much more cash, which is absolutely perfect. So that line right now, which is our London grain, should slowly... It might even take over our Bournemouth Wood route. It might even take over our Birmingham to London route with the amount of money that it kind of now makes. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So we want to apply the same logic then to the oil route here. Increase the vehicles on this. So if I go to manage it and if I select all of them. Now I'm not sure if there's more vehicles here. I'm not too sure. And we've got to go the one with all cargo. Yeah, it's 600,000 for that. So there is a few extra vehicles on it. But it's really important for us because these are going to pay the bills. These are what are going to give us consistent money coming in all the time to pay those big stonks. Those big stonks, baby. So we've got another train about to drop in right now. And that'll make a nice big chunk of change. We got to wait for the one coming down to London. Nice chunk of change. So already it's taken second place just by upgrading the vehicles. That's really good, isn't it? Now, depending on where this train route is, it might become number one. Oh, that's going to be pretty good, isn't it? Right, perfect, boys. Absolutely perfect. But we still need to wait for some more cash to come in. So, if I was to eventually say upgrade this train here, just out of curiosity, if I got rid of the engine and put like a new engine on, now this is a pretty cheap one, but I might go for the one below. It's a little bit more horsepower for a few extra pennies. Now, just replacing the engine alone is 700,000. Now, that's just the engine alone, which makes it come more frequently. But let's say I wanted to add in 2 additional carriages. 1.5 million. Now, that seems like a long way away to go. But I've got a quarter of the money already. So it's not that far away. We're just going to, you know, make a few extra pennies. We're just going to make a few extra pennies, boys. So, is that route right now going to take over? It does. So, obviously, this is based on a certain amount of time. Because the trains haven't really, for the Birmingham to London route, haven't really got to an end station just yet. They don't really kind of boost itself up a bit more. But our London Grain route is now the one that it makes over 200,000. Let's go. Let's go. Very impressed. Very, very, very impressed. So we just got to wait for one of these trains to get to London right now. And once we've got 600 big ones in the bank, we're on to a winner. So what we should start to see then is the money that... Yes, look at that. We've literally 113,000, 117. So they're pretty much the same. That year, yo, it nearly tripled. Just from upgrading those vehicles. Yes, boys. We're on to a winner. We're on to a winner right now. So... Sweet, mate. That is all done. That train is now on the way down. I don't know whether it's going to be enough to upgrade all of these vehicles. We'll quickly find out right now. So if I wanted to replace them with this one, train's coming in. I'm getting ready to hover over it just in case. I very much doubt it. I very much doubt we're going to have enough cash. Probably, yeah, 500,000. I could take 1 or 2 vehicles off it, but that's not what I want to do. That train's about to come in right now for the wood run. So it might give us enough. Or we might have to wait for the train coming into Birmingham to give us enough. I'll hover over it just in case. Bam. Replaced. Done it. So these vehicles right now have now been fully upgraded. This will be our first one that carries now 7. So what did they make before then? 9 grand. So that's almost like the wheat run, isn't it? It's almost like the wheat run. Now, they're faster, which means they can get to point A to point B a lot quicker. So, more frequently are we going to be making the money. Right, here comes the vehicle in right now that is going to see the big difference in what we now make. From 9 grand to 13. So, it's an extra 4,000 big ones, which that doesn't seem like that much. It is a shorter route. But the extra 4,000 big ones every time will add up. It will add up. So... 2 vehicle runs right now. Sorted, mate. I would really love to do the train line. I really would love to do this train line. That will be a big one for us. It really would. So without adding the extra carriages on then, I think we should first focus on changing the engine because it really does have a huge effect on how frequently it delivers because of how currently slow it is. Also, I need to deliver food to London, don't I? Now, how busy is the London traffic? It is getting a little bit busier. Let's at least set up 1 or 2 vehicles on that route. So here we go, boys. Another new route. A truck unload stop. So where should we have it? Should we have it up here? I mean, it makes more sense to get it like a greater coverage. So if I had it, for example, there. And it does mean I need to edit this to now have a second kind of platform, if that's the right word to use. 24 big ones. 26. Okay, we'll extend it by 2. And then we'll create a new route. So, new line. From here to here. And that's it. I can't really see where it's going. I'll do a yellow route. So it comes down, goes around in and back out. Okay, pretty simple. And we'll call this our London food. Nice and simple, easy peasy lemon squeezy. And we're going to want a couple of vehicles on that. So we're going to buy a couple of vehicles right now. That doesn't carry food. This does. 85 big ones. We'll get 3. Is 3 too many, do you reckon? No, we'll go 3. We'll go 3. On the food run. There we go. It's just a case of how much food can this factory technically produce. Because it drops off 7. Now it takes 2 grain to produce 1 food. So 7 produces 3 and leaves 1 left over for the next one. 2 vehicles produce 7 food. So it takes 2 of these to fill one of the trucks going to London. Interesting. Interesting. Now, the shipment's slowly increasing. It will start producing. There we go. It's now starting to produce. So every time it now drops off, it should now start producing. So it will take its sweet little time. But we're going to have to start a few going there. And I don't know whether actually 3 is too many. I don't know if 3 vehicles is too many. I could add more vehicles onto this. We'll come back to it and see what happens. We're just going to give it time to circulate. There's 5 currently waiting. It's going to fill 1 truck. 3 might be too much. But rather than delete it, I'll add more vehicles to this line. Yeah, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. So we've got a train that's just left London. 1's on the way to London right now. We might eventually have enough very shortly to add the new engine to our wood route. That would be quite exciting, wouldn't it? Get it, wood? Hilarious, Aniaki. Absolutely hilarious. Right. Okay. Okay. So that train's now on the way to London. We've got an extra line. And I could also create another line by taking the refined oil to the fuel refinery over here. So that's another one I can kind of extend onto as well. But I want to first focus on what currently makes us money. So let's select this train right now. Let me quickly pause, edit it. And let me get into a position where we're ready to replace it. And we're going to replace it with... That's a bit too far. Let's see if we can replace it with this engine. If we get enough cash right now. 783 big ones. I don't think we're going to get enough. Oh. The money shot up there. The money shot up there, boys. Right, train's coming in. We should be able to afford it. Come on. Come on, you fool. Oh, hang on. No. I thought this was the London train. I just realised. That's the wood train. Right, okay. We're not quite ready just yet. Where's the train going to Birmingham? Oh, we're so close, guys. We're so close right now. We're so close. Right. It's either this train dropping off or that train getting into Birmingham right now, which is just here, should also be enough. So it literally slows down to like 7 miles an hour. 6, which is not good. Where am I right now? I'm lost. Right, that train's coming to Birmingham right now. We're going to replace it with this. I can't even buy the engine it currently has anymore. Right, come on. Modify. Right, there we go. So we've increased the power of the engine. So it's be a lot more frequent right now with deliveries. But what I'd also want to eventually do is start adding more wagons onto it. Now, we've currently got the small ones. Which carry 4. These new ones can carry 8. And they're 370 a pop. Now, not going to be able to buy one just yet. But wait for this to go back. This is what we want to slowly try and work on. Now, this engine dropped the speed down to 6 when it went up the hill. And the hill's just here. The hill is just here. So we'll see how it makes. I think it makes over 100 grand every time it drops off. We'll keep an eye on that. We'll keep an eye on it. But 23. Didn't miss a beat, baby. Didn't miss a beat. Which now means we get more frequent deliveries. Which also means it can carry more carriages because it has better traction. So 157 is what it makes. Right, okay. Any trains coming into London yet? Trains into Birmingham. There's a train going into Birmingham right now. Oh, will I be able to afford 2? I don't quite think I'll be able to afford 2, but I'd rather buy 1 at a time. It's a shame that one's just coming in right now, because if I had the ability to buy it so quick, I would have done. Right, we'll buy 1 more, which is equivalent to having 2 of these current ones. Let's go for that train to get into Birmingham. Bam. I buy. So we've now got an extra carriage on board. Now, that train's going into London. I don't think I'll be able to... Oh, I might be able to get an extra one on. Let me just get ready, because by the time that gets to London, and the time that this then drops off again here, it might be enough to add an additional one on. So 157, hasn't filled up the new one just yet. I'm waiting for this train to get back to London. Will it get there in time is the question. Right, I think 2 of these on this will be fine for now. Right, come on, get to London, please. Get to London. Oh, the way that our money's going down makes me feel like we're not going to be able to do it. Oh, no, it's going to load now. It's going to load now. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Bam. Did I do it? Did I manage to do it? Wait, have I got the right ones on? I do have the right ones on. I got worried then for a second. Why is it not loaded then? Oh, I think I might have glitched it out slightly by loading it. By having, Wait, hold on. Is this not producing enough? No, it is. I think I might have glitched out the wagon. When I upgraded it as it was loading. Oof. So remember, 157-ish is what we were making before. Oh, the game's getting a little bit laggy right now. What's going on? Come on, game. Stop freezing. So 2 additional wagons at the back, which carry double of what one of these do. So it's like having an additional 4 of the little small ones that we just had. So this should now fully load up, right? It does. Now it contains 52. So with the additional weight now on board, what type of speed does this now do going up this little section here? It will slow down, but as long as it doesn't go down to like 6 miles an hour, because that's what it was doing before. Right, it's literally steaming. Get it, steam train, up the hill. At 20. Oh, I think we've got room to add 1 more on. But what does this now make? From 157 to 227. Yes. Keep that coming right now. Keep that coming, boys. Now, money's coming in beautifully. Very happy. So, now I think it's a case of we look at trying to add more carriages onto the passenger trains. So, money's just going to come in thick and fast for us right now. We're making more on the road. We should then start making more on the rail. Oh, things are looking up. Now, how is... Oh, I'm about to say, how is our food run looking? We have quite a lot of food here waiting. So I think, boys, 3 vehicles maybe not be enough to deliver the food to London. But then again, they're not getting caught in traffic, are they? There seems to be a lot of traffic in London right now. Trying to get from one side of the river to the other. I'm trying to work out, is there ways... I mean, if I connect to the road just here, does that just kind of help out traffic flow slightly? Let me go for a slight bend. Because they haven't got to drive down to then turn in. I'm wondering if that just kind of slightly helps out. And maybe doing an additional bridge over here will be kind of like a good... Oh my goodness me, I've got a lot of money. Hold on. I cannot waste the money we currently have right now. Right, that's now leaving. That's on the way. I think we add to this one. So the option is to change the engine or add more carriages. I think we'll add more carriages to start with. Oh, I can't afford it. It's 829,000. Oh, I got excited then. I got so excited right there. Yikes. We'll save the money. We'll keep saving it. We'll spend it later. We'll spend it later. So yeah, I'm just wondering if we can aid the traffic flow. That's taken a few vehicles off coming down here, which keeps this slightly free. There's going to be vehicles that obviously you want to go across. Wait, hold on. London's connected to Canterbury and Ipswich. So if people want to go from Canterbury to Ipswich or even up to Cambridge, this is why they got to go across this bridge. I don't know why that chooses to be the most, the biggest one, the most used. Yeah, my vehicles do get caught in traffic slightly. But is that line making money? The London food. It is making money. Let me sort it by balance. Yeah, London food is making money. Bournemouth Wood is now making the most cash. Amazing. Amazing. So what has that done for its finances? Oh, snap! It's skyrocketed them. I love it. I absolutely love it. Right, train on the way to Birmingham right now. Once that gets to there, we'll see. Is that the one that's got 50 odd on board? Yeah. We'll see if we can kind of edit this and upgrade it. So I'll get ready to edit it as well. Oh, we got a new one, 1 million. Right, let me just see what type of cash we have once we arrive. It's probably going to be this one for 14 extra passengers. So that'll be a few extra pennies for us. And then we'll eventually try and change the engines. You know what? Still can't afford it. How crazy is that? Where's the... oh, pause. I have enough to do the 17 one. Do I go for the 17 one? Oh, yeah. So that can now carry 69 passengers. Amazing. What can the other one carry? 71. Okay, glorious. Right. We do have to upgrade these trains as well so that they're a lot faster. But that's glorious. Right, I feel like I want to build an extra bridge. But then again, if I build that bridge there, they're not really using this bridge. So I think that's a little bit of a lost cause, isn't it? It might slightly be a little bit of a lost cause. Okay. Okay. Right, okay. So, where else can we make additional cash then? Is it time to kind of think about some new lines? I think we should do this one. Taking the refined oil into the fuel refinery. That'll be our next mission. That will be our next mission. So I'm actually going to add onto here and then add one onto there. Sole reason for it is because that Birmingham oil route, I'm going to make them at the Birmingham halt here, go to platform 2. So that one comes out this side. Makes a little bit more sense, doesn't it? Now, just for now, because it's cheaper, we'll just do a truck unload stop, just because it's cheaper. And I'll bring it up to here so they go around this loop and then hopefully back down. Should all work out pretty sweet, right? That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for. So they'll pick up here, take to over there. And if I turn this, for example, blue. Oh, okay. So they don't want to do what I assumed. So rather than doing that and going back down, it's quicker than to turn here around and then skedoodle down this way. Interesting. I think there's ways in which we can shorten this route as well. Maybe make this road continue going down to there. Or even cut that out. There's many ways in which we can do it. But we'll call this the Birmingham oil. I mean, it's the same name. I'll call this one crude oil. Makes a lot more sense, right? Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. So that's now into play then. We've actually got enough money to buy some vehicles for it. So if I quickly buy some vehicles, cargo, it's got to be these ones. And we'll go for 1, 2, 3. I'll go for 4. Seeing as how well the food route is doing. We'll buy some vehicles for this. And should I shorten the distance? Maybe we should shorten the distance. I mean, how much is it going to cost me? Not that much, but it helps if we have money. It does help if we have money. Which we should get in just a moment. Bam. Build. So that now really shortens the distance that those vehicles now have to travel. Cuts a big chunk of it all out. But because if I shorten how close it actually is, are we actually... Oh, I was about to say, are we producing enough? We're producing more than enough. More than enough. Oh, hang on, I'm in pause mode here, aren't I? Right, so, give that time. I think that should now produce enough. It's going to get frequent deliveries. It's already got like 30 odd already waiting. So that's a new line that will make some sweet, sweet cash. Every penny helps at this point. Every penny helps. But the sooner we can upgrade this train line, the better. Now, question. Should I focus on double lining this with the double train tracks? I think so. I think I really need to do that because if I start upgrading the engines, I know that I'm only going to be able to afford to upgrade one train at a time with engines, which is going to make one train be quicker than the other. So I need to get the double train tracks all set up as soon as possible. So if I just delete there to there, because the awkwardness is that this one has to go to here, while this one can run all the way down to there and then turn in. Signal wise, that's going to go there. We'll do a signal here and here. Signal here and here. We got a signal there. I'll do that one there real quick because that's where it's going to connect. Actually, I've got to wait for that train to go pass through first, don't I? Right, once that's gone through, pause. Oh, it's deleted my signal. I just placed down. How dare you? How dare you? Straight into there. Signal, bam, bam, bam. Next one's there, which will add in that one just there, which is probably going to delete this one. Actually, have I got enough? Well, let me delete you. Let me just find... I don't know if I've got enough here to do all of this. Right, that into there. Yeah, I've got enough. I've got enough, boys. You two there. So now I've now got double trains. Double train lines, which is taking me how long to get that all done? So that's coming out to there, which I no longer need that one here. Because they'll do it on the station themselves. They use a station at its own signal. So no longer do we have that now awkward crissy-crossy over section there. We're all good. We're all good. So it now freely allows me to upgrade one engine over the other. And slowly just kind of progress that way. Now, how much do these vehicles make? Is that 19 grand? No. Hold on. Let me wait for this one to come in. Holy snap, it is 19 grand. So the finances on this already is making money. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It's all coming together, baby. And the new oil route is well up there. Oh, this is good. This is real good. The food one, not so much. I am assuming it's getting caught in traffic at times. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be getting caught in traffic at times. Same with the bus routes. It's a little bit of a pain, really, isn't it? It really is. So that's our focus right now, is maybe trying to look towards upgrading one of the engines on the train. Now, only reason for it is they come a lot more frequent. And if I wanted to add more carriages to them, I'm going to need a bigger engine. Yeah. Okay. Now, are we still okay with the wood here? We are. We've still got plenty to deliver. So I could always just add more to this train. Really. More wood. So 2 that is 747. So it made 227. I've now added 2 additional wagons onto it. So from 227, what does it make on this next run? This is going to be interesting. Also, what speed does it now go going up the hill? What's the finances? Look how big the finances went up since we added more carriages onto it. Music to my ears, baby. Music to my ears. Right, in we come again. Loading up. 68 now on board. And we're going to see what this now does going up the hill. What type of speeds it reaches. As long as it doesn't go down to 6, because that's what the old train was doing. It's a minimum. At its minimum. So it's doing 23. It's about to reach the tippy top of the hill. 19, 18, 17. Before it then does start to slow down naturally for the station. I reckon there's room to add more on. Now from 227, this now makes 357. Holy moly. More of that, please. More of that. More of that. Right, okay. So, the vehicle line, loads of cash. The train line, we've just, it's a tough one. The maintenance of the vehicles, the tickets, there's only so much you can do. I really need to sort these passenger, I keep saying it, but I really need to invest in these passenger trains. Solely because, 1, their maintenance is getting super high, and 2, they carry a lot. I need them to carry more and be more frequent with the end stations to really make it worth its while. Like, let me see what the finances are on this line in general. The maintenance is creeping up. But the money's not creeping up that much. You see where I'm getting at? You see where I'm getting at? So it could be a little bit of a grind session we've got to go through right now. Oh, it's 296, sorry, that makes. Might be a little bit of a grind session we've got to do right now to kind of try and upgrade the actual engines themselves. So, how much was an engine? So if I get rid of you and replace it with a steam one, so we want this one. Hold on, the top speed is not really there. The power's down, attractive effort. This one weighs less, but it does 25 miles an hour. Oh, maybe we want this one then. That's 1.6 million. Can I actually, hold on, can we add you on? I can actually modify this one to that one. Let's do it. It's got a new engine. So obviously you can only go as fast as the carriages can go. So 25 is max speed, which the other one did 25. But if we switched out the carriages to a faster carriage, we're all good. But that should always be at 25 max anyway. I don't know what this one goes up to. But better engines mean they're going to be a lot faster and more frequent. If I don't upgrade this one, that one might slowly catch it up. So that's going to be tearing through this right now at 25. Once that reaches 25, does it maintain 25? No, it's even going down. Look at that. So it would be a good idea to upgrade that to a new engine. And I won't feel so bad about putting new carriages on it then at that point, would I? Right, so that's going back and forth. That's doing a fantastic job for us. That's really slow. Down to 14. Yikes. Now, does this do 25 going to be? Because we do have a slight hill there to climb on the way to London. So does that blitz through it at 25? Right, it's doing 25. Does it maintain the 25 is the question. 24. 25 still. Yes. So that will complete the routes a little bit quicker, which is amazing. But it doesn't mean it makes money. If anything, the maintenance is now higher. But the only way it makes more money, it's more frequent. That's it. That's the only thing about it. So the sooner I can upgrade that one, the better for us. So will this make enough to be able to upgrade you? So manage this vehicle. Get rid and add. Yes. Right, 2 new engines on the trains. That was huge. That was a big thing we've just done. So now I can freely add more carriages. Now we can freely add more carriages. We should be on to a winner. Now, obviously, the carriages that they have on, which we don't have anymore. But that does 62. This one does 62. So, oh, hang on, I'm adding stuff here. If I eventually, say I got rid of all of these, and then just added like new ones on, you know, it will then go up to 60. Well, it would then go to the max speed of the actual steam engine itself. That's what it would do. That's what it would do. Okay, that's good stuff then. So, more frequent right now with them approaching one another. 23, 24 as it tears up the hill. Good stuff. I'm happy. We're going to be at max speed, or what the carriage can go to, like 90% of the time, which is perfect for us. Absolutely perfect. Right. Okay. So our next move then is how can we make even more cash? Now, we always seem to be producing and making lots of money from this line. Not to say that I want to keep adding more on it, but it would be quite nice. But I know I will eventually start slowing that train down even more. Right, traffic in London is kind of okay still at the moment, so we're getting through it. We're getting through it, and all my lines are now making cash. That's real good to see. Now, I don't think there's any new vehicles that have appeared for me to replace in terms of cargo. There's these ones, but they carry 8, but it's not what I can currently utilize at the moment. So maybe it's a case of, do we have a lot of oil over here? Yes. Is maybe adding more onto the ones that deliver to certain places. So manage the vehicle. If I clone and have 2 more of these, I think that would be a good start, wouldn't it? That would be a good start. So wait for that train to get in. So small little improvements like this is going to play a big, big part. Alright, so clone 2 of them. That will start making more cash. And then same for these food ones as well. Seems to be a lot of food currently waiting, so we'll grab these. Which, the line itself, is it okay? Yes, it does make money. So manage the vehicles. And if we start to run out of food and crude, refined oil, I just add more vehicles to the base routes, is what I do. That's what I do. So I wonder how this now changes things for Birmingham and London, since the trains now arrive a little bit more frequently. Whether or not it's worth adding more carriages, or will that number slowly deplete? I don't know. But you can see every so often it's the same, and every so often you get a spike where in that period of a year the train managed to kind of get to the station multiple times. So it'll be interesting to see how it kind of competes as time goes on now with faster trains. That would really, really be an interesting one. It really would. Now, other ways in which we can make easy cash is by setting up bus routes from one town to the other. It just makes life a little bit easier for us in terms of making cash, or I can just focus on more industry stuff. There's loads of ways in which we can kind of approach doing this, but we've got more money coming in than ever before now. Granted, I'm spending, look at that, I spent a million and still made a profit of $500,000 in that year. Just goes to show, slowly does it. Slowly does it, boys. Right then, our next moves then. We've got to start thinking about our next moves. I don't think I'll be able to afford any new train routes just yet, just because of how expensive they are to all get them set up. But is there ways in which, oh, look at this here. We can definitely set something up here with a nice little back and forth, getting oil. So I could pick up, drop off, pick up, drop off, pick up, drop off, back. Oh, there's a nice little system here we can do. There's a nice little back and forth system here we can do. So if I can incorporate these two of these makes one of them to there. Look at the money we've got as well, by the way. Holy smokes. Right, this will be an interesting one. I'll explain this in just a moment. So we'll keep this here as a drop-off. We don't need to pick up just yet. This will be a pickup, but we only need it to be one side. And we'll make it one side. We'll do a 20 meter. So if I drop you there, we'll have one here as well. This one needs to be a double. Okay. And then this one over here needs to be a singular. We'll try and also utilize this road to connect it up. Again, making life a lot easier for us. Right, so let me explain how this is going to work right now. Now we know two crude oil produces one refined oil. 2 refined oil produces 1 fuel. So you need 2 to produce the next one. 2 of them to produce 1 of them. So if I pick up here and drop off, pick up here and drop off, you could argue 2 of them to there. So pick up, drop off, pick up, drop off. We've brought 2 in to produce 1, to take it to there, and then drive up. The only time we're not making money is when we drive here to pick up that, and then when we drive from here to pick up that. That's the only 2 times you don't make cash. Whoa, this is going to be complex. So bam, 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 bam. Right, this is going to be quite complex. I'll set this up as red. So in Leeds settings right now, we're solely loading the crude oil. When we get to the Scarborough branch, we're on number 2. Which doesn't really matter which one anyway. Where we then go into solely unload. Now when we go to Scarborough Central, we're going to be loading the crude oil again. Now when we get to Scarborough branch for the second time, not only are we unloading the crude oil, but we're then going to load the oil, the refined oil. Because we're then going to go to South Street. And then what we're going to do here, we're going to unload the refined oil. That's how that is going to work. Wow, this is going to be quite cool. This is going to be quite a cool little loop. So building wise, we need the vehicle, the road depot. And we'll sort this out just here. And we're probably going to need quite a few vehicles on this. So if I grab you, and we'll buy... How many can we buy? I could buy 10. And really just go for it on this route. Why not? I've just bought 10, boys. I've just bought 10. So put this on our line 1. Which, we're in the north of England right now. We're in the north. So I'm going to call it our northern... Is that how you spell northern? You know when you write something and it doesn't look right? Northern. I'm going to call it North Oil. Because the word northern doesn't look right to me. Has it got an E in it? All of a sudden I just Northern Oil. I don't know whether that looks right or not. You know, you just look at a word and you go, nah, that don't seem right. What's going on there? I don't know right now. I don't know. But there we go. So that just made 10 grand dropping off. But I don't know whether that was full or not. That's made 5. What have you got on board? 7. So you make coming in 10 grand filled up. Okay, good stuff. So keep your eye on this vehicle. Because that's now already producing crude oil. Which can be dropped off to there. So once it makes money. So it makes money from here to there. It doesn't make money driving to there, but makes money coming back when it drops off and loads back up. Makes money driving to here, then doesn't make money going back before it makes money again. So there's only 2 moments where it doesn't make any cash whatsoever. So that vehicle's now on the way back. I want to see how much it makes there. So it makes 10 grand from that way. How much coming from the other way? That's going to be the interesting one now. And it also should load up as well on the actual refined oil as well. So this should be quite a profitable route too. I like how we've managed to kind of really, really maximize this route. So coming in, it should unload on this one and load up. So 10 grand to 11 grand. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Load up on crude oil. And now it makes money driving all the way down to here. Before it then goes back and repeats the loop. It's quite exciting, isn't it? It is quite exciting. So wait for it to come down. And it should do a little U-turn down here and go back up. But I just want to see how much it makes here next. So here we go. 12 grand. Nice. Now, I could deliver it eventually to Sheffield, but I'm not going to now. And it goes back and it should then complete the loop. So that is our Northern Oil. And it's already making more money than our Birmingham and London bus routes. Very nice. And we've only just started this route. We've only just started it. So now I've got 2.4 million currently in the bank. Oh, there's lots of things we can now do, boys. There's lots of things we can now potentially do. So I'm going to let the money keep growing in. And then we'll eventually think about expanding or rejigging the trains. Is it worth it for me to get rid of the 2 trains and replace them with 1 good train? What do we think about that? Replacing with 1 decent train? How is this route now looking? Oh, okay. So it was ever so often we make some big stacks. Now it's big stacks. That's an interesting one, isn't it? We'll have to kind of see how that plays out. Right, Northern Oil finances. Big stonks. Big stonks. So I think we've now saved the company from potential bankruptcy. Now that we're starting to make even more cash. Now that we're making more cash, we've saved the company from bankruptcy. So I think we can start to look towards extending the train line. Now, do you know what, boys? We're going to do it. We're going to do it right now. If I edit both of these trains, this one's worth more at the bottom. So do I sell that one or sell this one? I'll get more money for that one. Can I? But then I get... Oh, no. Okay, you don't... No, you don't get it. You don't... I'm not going to get a I get 600 grand back. It's not really a lot, is it? Right, which is the one you get? Okay, right. Right. Scrap you. If I sold you, that's all I'm getting. So in return, I'm going to edit this. And we'll throw in. So what's the fastest a carriage can go? This one, 62. 62. So that could go 62. It's 3.7 million though. Right, I could buy this one and eventually upgrade the engine when I can afford it. Yeah. And then wagons. 1, 2. So it adds 100 capacity. Right, if I get rid of these, if I wanted to add an additional one on, I need 4.1 million. So is it worth... There we go. 120 capacity on that train. So I now only got 1 train. I've only got 1 train, which can still only go to a max speed of 25 because of my other wagons. I didn't actually think of that. I'll get rid of those smaller wagons when we can. So, because I'm thinking if I start upgrading both the 2 trains, I'm going to really start to lose out on passengers. Versus me being able to carry 120 from the get-go on each one. So this will be interesting to see what it now does. It has now heavily reduced my maintenance costs, but it does mean I have to now wait longer to make money. I do have to wait a lot longer to make cash because the trains aren't coming as frequent now. So that loads up now 120 people. And it'll be interesting to see what it then does. So the sooner I can get rid of those smaller wagons that are pretty much capped at 25 miles an hour, the better. The better. I'm trying to replace them like for like, so we still have 120 capacity. So I wonder how many people are going to get off here at Cambridge. Not many. It's never normally many getting off, but I want to see how much we make when it gets to Birmingham with the huge increase in passengers. So 9 got off, 9 got on. Okay. Okay. Another reason why I wanted to reduce it down to 2 as well, because I can then start to extend on other lines and not have one line becoming more frequent than the other, if that makes any sense. Because eventually you will only need one train going back and forth. Because it's only a small run, in reality. Now, even though it's still capped at 25, we should do a consistent 25, even going up hills, because this engine should have enough power. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed it doesn't jump down to 24. But is there a hill here, or is it all downhill? It's mainly downhill until you get to this part just there. Then it starts to go uphill again. Alright, okay. So where's the train? It's already over here. Sweet. Right, this is what I want to see. How much it makes getting into here. Please be at least 500,000. Because that's really going to help me out. That really will help me out, at least 500,000. Oh, 700,000. Very good. Very good. So we do have to slowly get rid of these. So getting rid of 1. So what are them? Sorry, these are 17. So if I drop down to 103, I can get rid of 2 for one of these and still have more capacity. I'll have an extra 5 capacity. Wow. Okay, that's pretty good. So I need to basically I need to add 3. I need 3 million, is what I'm saying. I need 3 million. So I'll replace it now because it gives me an extra 5 passengers. So another 2 million is what's needed now to replace and get 2 more. And then it will go to the speed of the second slowest carriage, which is going to be a lot faster than anything else. Right, how is this line now doing, this northern one? Makes good cash. There's definitely room to add more vehicles on this. So that's a good little money maker right now. Quite happy about that. Oh, we're losing some money here as well. The Birmingham to London route's losing money. That's because we haven't... I'm spending it like crazy. But that should load up right now as well. Extra 5 passengers. So it's those 2 carriages there at the back. In the middle, sorry. That it will then kind of cap the speed limit to what those are capable of. Which are a lot faster than the ones in front. So no stress, no dramas. Alright, train coming in. And I have to apply the same logic to this as well. I have to apply the same logic to that. So, should be another easy 700,000 again. Coming in right now, hot and heavy. So this is the problem. Now you've only got 1 train. You're waiting for the big paydays. You're waiting for the big paydays. So there's not really a fat lot you can do at this point. Just gotta wait for those big paydays, baby. All the other routes just simply pay the bills at this point. Our bus routes aren't looking too great, are they? They aren't looking too great. I'm going to have to kind of sort those out as well. We are going to have to sort those out at some point. Alright, big stonk's coming in again shortly. A few people get off here. And then off we go again. So we should be able to replace 2 more carriages with the 1. Which would give us... well, it gave us an extra 5 people, didn't it? So we should have then a capacity of 130. Hopefully the wood train can get back in time as well, so we have a little bit extra money to play around with. But yeah, we've fine-tuned it so well at this point. We've fine-tuned it so well where next episode we're going to be able to build more train routes. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm finally, I feel like we've got to a stable point. Guys, when you play these games, start with cargo. Just saying. Right, let's get ready to modify this. So take away 2 to replace with 1 for 1 million big ones. Now, I don't know whether we'll get that glitch where it departs because it's a little bit all over the place. Or will it fill the 130? It fills the 130. So now you've got 2 more carriages we've got to edit. 2 more carriages we need to edit right now. And then I'm not sure what the speed of those are. But that's pretty good, isn't it? Pretty good. So finances then, we just made the most money ever in a single year. So that 1 train right now is making more than the 2 trains ever did. Wait, no, sorry, that's based on 1 train. Let me go back here, finances. Okay, almost as good as the 2 trains. Nice. Right, wait for it to complete its journey. Where's the wood route right now? That's coming in hot and heavy. So we got to apply the same logic to this as well. If we go to manage the vehicle, it's got a lot of the single ones, which are capped at 31. And then these are capped at 50. It never does 50 because of the, or 31 because of the actual engine itself. But that's what we got to eventually kind of sort out. So, how many people get off here then? How many people get off here? Okay, a few. Not bad. So, once I get rid of them 2, I can't remember what that other carriage is capped at. So, it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen. I'm quite excited about it. Alright, wood train's on the way again. Train coming to London as well. This is looking good already. Right, let's get ready to edit this. Passenger. Add 2 more in. Oh no, I've added 2 in. Sorry, added 1 in. Which will put my capacity at 135. So in comes the train. Modify. Now it picks up 135 people. Question is right now, what speed does it now do? So it should go above 25. Providing those carriages are faster than 25. 26. 27. 28. Oh, this is already amazing. 29, 30. 31. I think 31 is the cap. So an extra 6 miles an hour we're now getting out of it, which is perfect. So we can place those 2 with 1 more big one. And then that's it. We'll completely leave that train alone then. We'll completely leave that train alone because I feel like we're going to be losing the amount of passengers we can eventually carry. That's pretty much it. Because 200 now in London. 280 in Birmingham. We'll slowly start dwindling on those numbers. So we're just going to leave it like that. We'll have to leave it like that. But that's perfect. I'm not even going to complain anymore. So in terms of finances, you can see my income. Forget my expenses because I am spending lots of cash. But my income is slowly growing. Let's see what this does for the final time landing in Birmingham right now. Let's see what this does landing in Birmingham for the first time right now. Is it 800,000 maybe? Oh, we don't know. It's annoying when it does that, doesn't it? It is annoying when it does that. But how much can we make there? 951k. And that includes a stop in Cambridge as well. So it's made more this year than the previous year. Right, sweet. Sweet, mate. I wonder if I can quickly edit this right now. So if I got rid of these, and then added one of these. Upgrade. I've now got completely rid of all of the slow carriages. It gave us an extra 1 capacity, and its top speed right now, where will it max out at? It will be the engine speed, wouldn't it, at 37? Damn, we've gained, from what it was doing before, we've gained 11 miles an hour. Which is now worrying, because I don't know if we can have enough people consistently at these places, which is where we now need to upgrade our bus routes. It's a good problem to have, it is. But I keep spending it as soon as we get it. But we're making money! We're making money, baby! So the Northern Oil route is actually rivaling the crude oil route over here as well. We can definitely add more vehicles to that, and we eventually will. We are going to end it here, guys. The economy is booming. Your boy's company right now is booming. Income is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So our best year ever, we made 4.35 million. This year so far, we've made 2.64. Our train's about to head into London right now. So we'll get a nice little increase in revenue. Boom. So we've had a better year this year than the previous year. And the year's not even over. So this could be our best year. This potentially could be our best year. But we're making profit on the year. Very good, boys. Very good. We'll end it here anyway, guys. If you want to see another episode, smash that like button down below. And until next time, boys, I'll see you all soon. So good.